Hi, I'm Sonya.
For this episode, we're featuring Sonya, The Great Adventure, released in April 2017 by Special Bit Studios. The game begins in retrospect when an unknown group of men broke into the house where Sonya and her sister Lily live. They then went after Lily and locked Sonya in her room to prevent her from rescuing her sister. Upon managing to break her way out of the room, she finds out what happened through a remaining part of Lily's soul that they have taken her life force. And this is where Sonya's journey begins. Along the way, the player finds doorways blocked by colored smoke. In order to gain access, one must find orbs that then absorbs the smoke. Aside from Lily, the player also finds the other victims who also suffered the same fate as her. The game's interface features the menu, guide, and task buttons at the top of the screen. The lower portion features the diary at the left lower corner, which writes down Sonya's thoughts and findings. On the right lower corner, you will find a medallion, which acts as the hint button should you need help in the hog scenes. In the puzzle mini-games, the medallion serves as the skip button. There are plenty of good old hidden object scenes mixed with the fragmented object scene, or frogs, to break up the monotony and to also help move the game forward. Information about the game mentions of this having about 100 locations and over 20 mini-puzzle games, either before opening another location or before getting a new item to add into the inventory. Worried about choppy internet connection? Well, you don't have to worry as this game can be played offline. This game doesn't have different levels of difficulty, so either this game might be intimidating to players who are used to playing casually, or this will bore anyone who loves to play on a difficult mode. Appearance-wise, the game incorporates a mix of medieval, Gothic, and alternative modern-day themes to create its own take of the steampunk/fantasy genre. The artwork is in hand-painted style with the layout similar to a comic book. I saw some previews with voice actors, although they sound wooden in delivering their lines. However, the version of the game which I played for this review has no voice at all, and oftentimes, in some hog scenes, the background music is non-existent, and in some, the music just stops. It could be that my version of the game has a bug, or the version that I downloaded from Big Fish wasn't updated. The main fonts are quite fancy, something like, kinda reminds me of the Lord of the Rings. But can be a bit difficult to decipher, especially if you just open it for a quick glance. The main weakness of this game is its storyline, due to the lack of character background and multiple holes in the plot. I mean, who are Sonya and Lily? Why should we care about them? Who are these bad guys? Why did they target Lily and left out Sonya? Who is the hooded guy? Why he's collecting people's souls was not clearly explained. Was it for a recipe for immortality? Is it to give him more powers? Or is he just a dark, twisted version of a Pokemon collector? Another glaring thing that players will notice is the lack of a map. For a game that boasts of 100 locations and a lot of going back and forth, and not allowing players to jump from one scene to the other, this adds challenge and to some, frustration. Because it only has one game mode of difficulty, I could say that this game aims to be balanced by giving the players the free reign approach from the onset, with only a skippable tutorial at the beginning to get them started. Other than that, it's a little bit of trial and error and a little bit of help from the hint button for those who are feeling totally lost. Which again brings back a niggling question if too much spoon-feeding approach by modern HOPA games are making us lose our problem-solving skills. As with other games, you get achievements for doing certain actions, although I believe that you also get a separate set if you buy this game from Steam. But where it sort of fails in the story plot, the gameplay is decent enough that one can forgive the developers. I am happy to note that the traditional hogs and frogs are well spaced and interspersed with puzzles, which helps minimize the game fatigue that many players feel from going back and forth to the same scene. Now that the baddies are vanquished and the souls have returned to their own mortal shells, it's time to Sonya to return home. Uh-oh, what is she going to do now? And this is what she does in the bonus game, which personally, I think is a refreshing approach to a bonus chapter. No new nemesis, no continuation of the problem in the main game, just putting together bits and bobs for the flying machine that she needs to bring her home. Only then, after finishing the bonus game, can one unlock the extra content, which contains the concept art, wallpapers, and music, which you can download. If a story plot matters to you, then this isn't the game to add on your HOPA list. But if you're happy to overlook multiple plot holes for a decent gameplay, and if you're a steampunk/fantasy genre fan, then this game would be worth looking into. So that wraps up our Throwback Thursday gaming. Once again, this is the HOPA Gamer. And thank you for watching. So be sure to be on the lookout when we